Hi everyone. We're going to find the critical numbers for our function, find the open interval where f is increasing or decreasing, and apply the first derivative test to identify all relative extremum. And the first thing I'm going to do is take the derivative of this using our chain rule. So this is going to be 2/3 x to the minus 1 to the negative 1/3 times derivative of your inner function. And this is going to end up being 2 over x minus 1 to the 1/3. We do have a point of discontinuity here at x equals 1. So we're going to use that as our critical number to test for intervals. So my testing, since my critical number I'm using is going to be x equals 1, my test intervals are going to go from negative infinity to 1. Remember, there's going to be an asymptote there at the 1. I want to see what's happening on the left side of the 1 and also the right side of the 1 on the x. Now my derivative is 2 over 3 times x minus 1 to the 1/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 0, because 0 is less than 1 here for this first interval. When I plug in 0, I'm going to get you're going to get a positive over a negative. And so that's going to end up being a negative. So this, I don't even have to figure out what the value is. I just know the denominator is going to be negative. So the sign of my derivative for this interval is negative. Now when I plug in, say, a 2 into the interval, what's going to happen is you're going to get something like 2 over 3, 1 to the 1/3. Well, this is positive. So the derivative for the sign on this interval is positive. So when the derivative is negative, that means we have a decreasing. Our function's decreasing on this interval, and on this interval, it is increasing. So decreasing, then increasing. So we're going to have some relative minimum there. I'm going to write down my original function. And plug in my critical number, and that's going to equal, let's see, so I'm plugging in f of 1, so that's just going to be 0 to the 2/3, which is 0. So we have a relative minimum at 1, 0, and that's our relative minimum. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.